But before that, we talk before that part happens.
Oh,
you freaking idiots!
Don't you want us to sing it? Don't you want them to sing it?
I want you to turn off your camera. Yeah, I do want them to sing it.
Aaron's grandma's internet can't handle this kind of bandwidth, guys.
Welcome to the very special Thanksgiving episode of the Gear Slum. I'm Aaron. Wait, your one-stop shop for all Thanksgiving guitar culture nonsense.
I'm Aaron. Sitting on that one.
I'm Phil.
I'm Cole.
I'm Matt.
I'm Dan.
This episode is sponsored by Matt and Dan. They
Dan
slim it hard so we don't have to. So you don't have to.
Okay, now you guys sing it. No, them.
No, I'm not singing it.
Oh, Matt.
I got nothing.
Wow, that was fun. Thanks, Matt and Dan, for coming on. Everyone else, welcome to Thanksgiving.
Yep.
It is Thanksgiving Day.
You're probably listening to this while you're with a bunch of family that you would prefer not to be.
If you're anything like me, you found a spare bedroom and you're pretending to take a nap.
And you're
like God intended it.
Watching YouTube
You found
on your phone.
a spare bedroom. You found a spare bedroom. I like that.
Or you've built a spare bedroom.
We built this bedroom. We built this spare bedroom.
I want to say right up front, if you are doing some like online shopping, that our sponsors have some amazing Black Friday deals going on for you. So if you're not part of the Sinasoid group, you should be in there because they actually started their sale for special people in the group yesterday.
Special people in the group.
And those people in that group get a bigger discount than people who are not in that group, so you should be in that group.
Bigger discount.
Also,
and Aaron means Facebook group if you...
I do. I mean, well, if you're not signed up for their email and if you've not... Here's what happens. When you buy something, you get invited to the special group, so go to that
Well,
group.
not everybody checks their email, so...
Well, everyone should.
Most
That's
people do.
That's why I'm informing them now so that they can do that.
Okay.
Philip.
So Aaron's saying, check your email. Everyone, check your email.
Don't tell them what I'm saying.
But also, like, check your email. Like, anyways.
Yeah, whether Aaron tells you or
You're
not,
part of
you should.
this society, you know.
I honestly
You're all-
don't care if you check
you're
your
all
email
adults.
or not. But
Most of you.
you probably should.
What?
Don't worry about it. Also, Sean over at Gun Street, I was talking to him today, which was Monday, which is not today, but now Thursday. Today, and he said he's got some stuff on his reverb shop for up to 40% off for the Gun Street wiring shop.
Ooh.
So if you're looking for some new wiring, I would check that out. Up to 40%
I am always looking for
off.
new wires.
And then, of course, there's Gabrielle Tenorio String Company, who will probably not have any Black Friday deals for you.
Do they have... I know there's a different Thanksgiving in Canada. It's earlier in the year. Do they celebrate Thanksgiving in Mexico, do you think?
I don't know.
I mean, he lives in California, so I'm sure he celebrates Thanksgiving, but... Anyways.
He does live in California, yeah.
Which some people think is a part of America. Am I right? Sometimes I wish it would just break off and float into the sea.
I'll tell you this, they're not doing a very good job raking up those leaves.
Hey-o.
I kid.
I don't know what that
I
means.
kid.
Is that a joke? Are you joking about the fires, Aaron?
I'm
He's just joking about
joking
raking
about something related to the fires, but not the fires.
Right. So
I'm actually
Aaron-
going to be in California when this drops.
That's true.
Me too, dude. Me too.
All 3 of the slummers will be in California.
Different
Not
parts.
in Area 51. Oh wait, that's not in.
That's in New Mexico.
It's in Nevada.
That's not. It's
Is it in Nevada?
Okay, you guys. I
No, it's
am
not.
currently.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of
making a-
Roswell. Sorry,
I'm making a Marco Polo video.
not the same thing.
And
Phil,
Dan
stop
just-
trying to make Marco Polo a thing.
It's a thing
seriously.
already, and I'm saying
We'll stop trying to make
everyone,
it happen for us.
If you're in the street crew, download Marco Polo. All right.
Let me give you. I'll give them Phil. Let me give them your email address, and then they can just add you directly.
Shut up. Don't do that.
So it's phil.eisenhower@gmail.com.
That is my uncle's email. So
Is it really?
No.
Uncle Phil?
Uncle Phil.
Oh, Uncle Phil!
Please don't
R.I.P.
email Uncle Phil.
Please add Uncle Phil on
No.
Marco
no,
Polo.
Do not. No. Do not add Uncle Phil on Marco Polo.
But please, honestly, please do.
But also don't.
But also don't. But, I mean, if you're already going to, don't let this stop you from doing it, is what I'm going to say. Man, guys, it's been a crazy week, huh?
So crazy.
Yeah, dude.
In the gear
Wild.
world. Monday the 19th was just like stuff dropping like crazy.
Yeah. Like it's hot, even,
Yeah, dude, like it's burning
as
up.
it were.
What we got the Chase Bliss Dark World Reverb, their first fully digital pedal, which my post was pretty good.
What did it say?
Did you guys see that?
Digital-
So, yeah, digital heart analog, or digital brain analog heart. So I said digital brain and digital heart.
Clever. Clever.
Oh, you're saying that was a good post then?
I'm saying that was hilarious.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
What else? Math. Also,
What else?
I like this new
else?
character you're doing.
also, Matthew,
Hey, y'all!
Also, Matthew. The
It's
fuck
my
dropped
brother
a
with a lisp.
Matthew Effects.
Matthew's Effects dropped a new fuzz today called the.
What else is Matthew
the
Effects
Ghoul?
doing?
Was it the Ghoul? The Ghoul? The Gabagool?
Gabagool.
Dude,
Gibba gabba.
Yes?
Go
I
on.
was thinking, how good would it be to have an Italian-themed Halloween monster called the Gabagool?
And then throws pies at people's faces.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Gabagool.
Yeah. It throws pies in faces.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, they came out with this pedal, the Ghoul, which is a fuzz, an op-amp fuzz, with a 3-band EQ and the parametric mid control, which I'm assuming is similar to what's in... What's that one? Total Overdrive that you had?
Behringer, or the Harbinger.
Oh, yeah, it's in the Harbinger, and also, I was thinking of the other one, though.
I think Behringer has that in most of their pedals, too.
Yeah, the Matthews Effects Behringer. Anyway, the not the architect, but cartographer is what I was thinking of.
Il cartographer!
Anyway, it's interesting.
He's making a
fuzz
map.
because have you seen it, Phil? Did you look at that link I sent you?
I did. The zombie one?
Yeah, that's the weird thing about it is it doesn't look like his other pedals.
In your head.
It has like a kind of like 50s.
Zombie!
It's kind of a 50s horror movie, like exploitation B film kind of vibe to it.
It's always weird. Well, is it a limited offering? Oh,
I think, yeah, it
second
is
batch
up
will be
to
made
99
maxing out at
the most.
99.
So 50 in the first batch, and then if they sell through those, we'll have another batch with a
It's-
maximum of 99 made.
It's interesting when a pedal company has such a distinct style. that is
Right.
that is very uniform from pedal to pedal, and then they put out one that's completely different.
Yeah.
But I guess
it does
Yeah,
make
he
sense
said
that it's
something about
limited,
that,
though, I
though.
guess. But it's
was like,
very
yeah.
different.
We're doing that on purpose.
Well, it's clearly intentional. I don't think they accidentally designed it.
yeah, like I don't think it came out. It came back from the printer, and they're like, "Wait a second, these don't really look like our other pedals." Like even
they got them back from the printer. They put them next to all the other ones. They're like, oh,
holy
whoa.
crap! Even the font on the font is actually pretty cool on all the knobs.
Yeah, that's my
The
favorite
knob
part
labels.
about it. Except at first I thought it was like EHX knobs, but they're actually like look like aluminum knobs. Not plastic.
Aluminium.
Someone else came out with a fuzz today. You ready for it?
Wampler.
Oh yeah, the Wampler. I was going to say that. I was going to say something else, but Wampler came out with the Fuzzstration.
Oh, I've been reading it as
frustrated.
Fuzzstortion this whole time.
No, it's Fuzzstration, and it says that Fuzzstration is the feeling that you get when you're trying to find the perfect fuzz.
I get it.
When you
I
want,
get it.
So actually, this shouldn't be called a Fuzzstration.
Yeah, so that means it
Should be called
represents
the
that it's
Fuzzstration.
basically saying that it's not the perfect fuzz.
Yeah, this pedal will make you wish it was something else. No,
Yeah.
but it actually sounds really cool in the demos that I've heard, and it has an octave setting to it too. So it's 3 bands, and you can put the octave pre-fuzz or post-fuzz, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. That is cool. Because is it just an octave down?
I assume it's octave up.
Yeah, because then that would sound very different if it's pre or post fuzz.
Yeah.
Open or tight?
Usually it's an octave up with
Is it?
fuzz.
Are you sure? Mm-hmm. Aren't most fuzz octave pedals like Doom? Like do.
No, like whenever I think of an octave fuzz, it's usually an octave up, I thought.
Yeah, but you think of a lot of stuff.
Phil, care to
wrong.
weigh in here?
Does it have
I don't-
octave fuzz in the name?
I don't know anything about octave fuzzes.
Well, it says fuzz/octave.
Okay. So, and you expect me to know something about that?
No, I'm responding to what Cole just said.
I
Because
see.
he said it doesn't have octave in the name.
But you said Phil care to weigh in?
Yeah, about the other thing, and then I said
About do
something
you
else
think
after
when you
that.
think of fuzz octave, do you think it's octave up or octave down?
Oh, okay. Well, again, you guys know way more about fuzz than me. But
Okay, but we're split, so we want you to.
if someone says
weigh
octave
in.
fuzz and I wasn't paying attention, and so now this is a perfect time for me to jump in, I would say octave fuzz is traditionally octave down.
Really? Because every time, so when I think of octave fuzz, I think of like almost like a ring mod thing where it has the kind of analog octave up.
Am I wrong?
Just because me and Phil think that doesn't mean we're right.
No, but I think like I just
But,
never thought about it, but I can see why you would think that because there are a lot
but a
of fuzzes
Mormon
that
and a
do that,
Presbyterian
too.
are in agreement. So
I guess that now that I'm thinking about it,
I'm trying to
octave
read this
fuzz.
thing like without reading it, but
I know we're all just like on the internet now trying to find. A lot of the ones I'm seeing have both.
I'm trying to read through even the Wampler one to see if it's up or down.
Oh yeah. Either way, it sounds cool. I mean, octave is one of those effects that that sounds really cool in demos, but I probably wouldn't use it
Right.
in the real world.
I think of octave down as being exclusively digital, whereas octave up is a thing that you can accomplish through like analog means, I believe.
okay.
Say that again. Octave down is purely digital.
Yeah. Whereas octave up is not necessarily digital, it can be analog. So like I'm thinking of the Earthquaker fuzz, they have the tentacles octave even, that's basically just like an octave up ring mod, and it doesn't even really do anything on like lower registered notes. But when you get up on like past the 12th fret, and then it kind of changes with the harmonics, it actually like adds that octave up. That's what I think of, but that may not be what's happening here, because especially given that you can move it forward and back, we have no idea what we're talking about.
Dude, I just searched for the word octave on the
new?
frustration
Am I right?
page, and it's not on there. Like,
It has a knob for it.
it has a foot switch for
Yeah,
it.
that's what I meant. It has a foot switch for it.
Like, it's one of the 2 foot switches. How is it not? Oh,
Here,
man.
I'm gonna message Jason and see if he's alive, because he's in the UK. So,
Roy!
crikey!
This is... We're all idiots, but I think you're probably right, because mine and Phil's opinions are based solely on like, it seems like it might be this, and you seem to have actual knowledge on the topic.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, it has either an octave up or an octave down. I'm assuming it's an octave up.
It is kind of crazy. Like, the fact that it doesn't mention, like, that it just says it has an octave means that to most people it must be like painfully obvious if it's an up or a down.
Right, what it means.
Yeah, like, why would we list that? Like, we don't say it needs 9 volts of electricity. We just say 9 volts. Like,
Right. 9 volts of what?
uh,
That's funny.
What does
So
the
we're
V
stupid.
stand for?
it's like, it says it has like plastic knobs or something. I guess there could be other kinds of knobs.
It has 3 knobs. What are they made of?
Or like, what color is the pedal? Like, it doesn't say in the page, like, this is a red pedal. Because anyone looking at it who's not a total idiot knows that.
Yeah. Clearly, we have very little knowledge.
It's true. You know what we do have knowledge about, though?
What?
Is Sinasoid. No, we already talked about them.
We do have knowledge of Sinasoid.
So
And keep your ears peeled, because there might be some interesting stuff coming forward from them in the near future. I think I'll say that.
have you guys listened to Dr. Death yet?
No.
No more than I have since the last time you asked.
It's way
So,
good,
like,
huh?
Like 5 minutes of it.
Oh, it's freaking... It's crazy. It's crazy
Wait,
when stuff
is Andy
like...
part of...
you hear-
Is Andy Dr. Death?
What's that?
Is Andy Dr. Death?
Yeah.
Crazy.
He, like... It's crazy when you hear about stuff happening. Like, you know crazy stuff happens, but for some reason you think, like... There were all these crazy... I don't know. Like serial killers or whatever, and they were in the past, you know, like Jack the Ripper or something like that. But then when crazy stuff, or even like, I know this is kind of depressing to talk about, but with the fires in California, like, isn't it pretty crazy to think that, like, it's 2018 and there is a wildfire in California and, like, lots of people died because of a wildfire.
Yeah.
Like, it almost seems like it shouldn't be possible, right? Am I getting way too depressing now? Phil?
I mean, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I hear what you're
That
saying.
should not happen.
It's crazy.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, that's what
Let's
I want
talk
to
about the
this
nature of
episode.
pain.
That's what you want to talk about this episode?
It is kind of weird. It didn't hit me. So I'm actually going out to the Bay Area. And it didn't hit me until I was thinking about, because Phil, you should have gotten last Friday off from school. A lot of people got Friday off because it was so smoky and everything, and people took the opportunity to leave town. And then I realized, like, I'm going into that mess. But
Yes.
So the only... Oh, wait, what? The only octave down fuzz I know of is the sub machine from MXR, which lets you do up or down.
a lot of them say, like, sub-octave, and that's
Yes,
obviously
it's usually
down.
sub. So maybe it has to be sub.
Ooh, there's a KHDK octave fuzz. Okay,
Oh,
this
dang.
is going to be the
blood.
the penultimate fuzz pedal here.
The penultimate
Octave
fuzz.
fuzz.
It's called unicorn blood.
I know.
So it's
Authentic
literally
vintage with modern features like true bypass, octatone. Ooh,
Oh,
and
they only made
separate
100 of
EQ
them.
controls. That is a
That's
modern
huge.
feature. Man, what a dumb pedal company.
What's octatone?
It's a modern feature. Can't you read?
You know, it's when you want all 8 tones.
So it has bass and octatone, and there's a swirly arrow from octave switch to the octatone.
Again,
knob.
this one in the spec says the octave switch. This stomp switch activates the octave mode.
I
It's
think
got to be
octave is
octave up. Like if you hear like an octave jump, just in general, not thinking about guitar pedals, I would think an octave up.
Yes.
Maybe me and Phil are idiots. Maybe.
Well,
It also
We are.
comes with unicorn
I mean-
blood espresso. That's a pretty cool looking pedal, I got to be honest.
It's legit. Yeah, the artwork on it is really good.
I love the multicolored
And the knobs.
rainbow knobs, yeah.
We all know that about you.
Buy it at Reverb. How much is it? $249. I'm going to guess. Oh, sold out.
How much was it?
I don't know. There's not even any
Oh, it
listings.
was
and it's-
limited.
Yeah.
I bet it was so much.
Speaking of fuzz and limited, our
like
friends,
where this
my
is going.
friends, just kidding. The dudes over at SolidGoldFx also dropped a new announcement for a fuzz today called the Hive,
Hive. My hive.
which sounds really cool. It's I'm mixing up my thing. So it's based on the. I almost
Aaron
said
actually
it's-
has flashcards like David Letterman. Has these big
I
blue
almost said it's an
flashcards.
op-amp fuzz, but I was thinking of the ghoul. So it's based on the Fuzz Right fuzz, which is like a vintage style fuzz. And it sounds really cool, but here's the deal. You could buy one for $165, or if you buy any other pedal from their website today or tomorrow, or maybe until the 1st.
or maybe until they run out.
We got to be honest. We're not 100% sure.
Again, check your email, people.
They don't sponsor us, so screw them.
If you get any full size pedal, so basically anything except for the buffer and their like mini boosters, you get the Hive Black Friday fuzz for free, which is crazy. Which means that it's basically buy one get one free, except that some
BOGO.
of the stuff is cheaper than that.
Yeah, some stuff was on sale.
And they have
Really?
they have cool like Black Friday editions of their pedals, some of their pedals, so like different colors.
I was
Oh,
really
yeah.
close to doing it after
Really?
I saw your post.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, what am I doing? Like,
No, dude, you should. I think you would like the Countercurrent. You should get the white one.
What is that? What that is?
The Countercurrent is the reverb. So it's like a kind of
Quanto Cuesta.
it's $199.
Yeah.
So but that's for 2 pedals, bro.
I know, but like,
Bro. But bro.
here's the thing.
But
I
listen, bro.
went on and I was like, I'm gonna do this right now.
Uh-huh.
And I went looking for the cheapest pedal, and I was like, oh, the MK2. And then I was like, about to buy it, and then I was like, what am I doing? Like,
The MK2?
I'm just being that guy. Like, I'll buy them both, and then I'll sell them right away, and that seems kind of shady. So, and then in a couple days, everybody's going to be like whining about how shady it is that people sell them, and then there's going to be some weirdo.
But this
who's out
isn't-
there
Oh,
with it
dude,
on
speak-
everybody's reverb.
I don't think it's.
I know,
I
and
don't
it's
think
like
it's shady.
not a secret thing. It's not like it's not like a
Yeah, it's not like he's your
bro
buddy
setup.
and he was like he let you come and like hold his new baby and stuff, and then gave you this deal on a pedal and stuff.
Speaking of, we'll come back to the Solid Gold, but did you see Jack DeVille was teasing the other day? Well, he basically posted a shot just of a switch, like a little toggle switch, and it said in one position it said chrome, and the other position it said blood.
Oh, that's a lot of
Sick.
people have asked for, right?
Okay, but
Yeah.
let me
Asked
just throw.
for
So it's got to be a
Let me
supermoon, right, with options.
a supermoon. Yeah, with because
Like
they
all
had a
three of
blood
them
moon
together.
and they
Yeah.
had the chrome supermoon.
Yeah,
Or wait, what's
supermoon chrome, yeah, and then
but
it was
what's
the blood
the
moon.
because he has a two.
The blood moon was the other one.
Was the blood moon stereo, or the blood moon is just another?
No, the blood moon
supermoon?
was just was the like a limited edition.
Yes,
and it was
but
like black and
didn't
red.
he say it was like a slightly different algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It was.
the Eclipse, the Super Moon Eclipse is the stereo one.
Oh wait, Blood Moon. Oh, there's already Blood Moon, Blood and Chrome. Was
Oh,
a
is
pedal
it out?
that sold out apparently. Special available. Oh, it's available 11/22/2018
Oh, so it's not out yet. So it'll come out. That's Thursday, right?
today. Yeah,
Yeah.
the day this episode drops.
Sick. But I think you're thinking of the Eclipse is the one that's stereo.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is because that's what a lot of people have asked for, like a Super Moon for like the Chrome, or for the Blood Moon algorithm in the Eclipse or whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll probably just get another Thunderclaw.
Oh, that's right. It's a button. Dude, the Thunderclaw is dope.
That's freaking rad. Somebody's selling one on the junkyard, I think.
I think Anthony Chang was selling one.
Oh, that's right.
Because I had
Maybe
borrowed his
I'll-
for a little bit. It's
Maybe
cool,
I can
though.
message him and bully him into giving me a good deal.
Dude, is he still doing Friday Club? Not Anthony, but Jack DeVille.
Yeah.
Because that what was it? The Fury 6.6, which basically it reminds me a lot of the Thunderclaw, was such a freaking cool pedal, and I wish I'd never got rid of it. I think Luke Mundy has it. I gave it to him for a Christmas deal.
So Phil, what you
Yes,
were
sir.
just talking about, I'm trying to avoid this year because last year I bought a lot of pedals, and I have a lot of pedals now that I just never play. Like
And
I bought that germanium Pelotar,
Yeah.
which I don't regret, but I've never had it on my main board, and it was $250. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
I bought. Yeah.
And I want to say for all of our viewers, I don't fault anyone for
Sure.
doing it, for like
Sure,
taking
you
advantage of a Black Friday sale that's like insane. And then like for the sake of flipping, I don't fault you for it.
I do fault you for that, to be honest.
I fault you if you
No, he
like
doesn't.
if you go
I
back
do.
online
If you
and like
buy
brag
something,
about.
I don't like the idea of buying stuff on Black Friday just to flip it.
Why not?
Because I don't like it.
Well, why not?
Because I don't. Why do you not have a problem with it?
But here's where I differ from you. I do have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with other people not having a problem with it.
Well, I don't have a problem with myself doing
Whoa,
it. But
okay,
I do
Mr.
fault
Backtrack.
I do fault other people for doing it.
He's just looking out for number one.
So you're saying that you wouldn't do it, and you don't think it's good for you to do it, but you don't care if other people do it.
I'm saying that truth is relative, and
Of course.
what
It's like for me, I don't drink, but I don't care if other people do.
Yeah, and I'm the opposite. I do care if other people do it.
I just care if other people smoke.
I mean, I'm
I
not going to
do
like
drink,
say
and I
anything
do
or,
care if
or
other
tell
people do
you
it.
anything, but I'm going to think less of you if you do that.
yeah,
That's fair, I guess.
makes perfect sense.
Well, it depends. I actually don't think Black Friday is the same. I don't care if you
Good.
buy stuff on Black Friday and then flip it.
Good.
Yes.
Well, thanks for friendship.
I struggle with the concept of flipping in general, I would say.
What?
Yes.
Okay, come on. Wait a minute.
Wait, I think, but
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying like I have an internal conflict with the idea.
Did you say an in-turtle conflict?
Yes. Yes, I have conflict within my turtle.
it makes him so upset
The shell.
that
You've
turtle
got a hard
goes back
outer
in its shell.
Just turtles right back in, yeah.
You've got a hard exterior shell
Yeah, like a taco.
and a very squishy inside.
like a not taco, like a burrito.
And don't flip me on my back, or else I'll
Yeah,
die.
dude, don't freaking flip me on my back.
So I think I don't.
Real quick. So go to SolidGoldFx, buy a pedal. I recommend the Surf Rider, which is my
Are
favorite.
they
reverb
sponsoring us
ever.
this episode, Aaron? And you didn't tell us?
No,
Did you
they're just
set up a
his friend.
separate.
they're friends of mine.
They're his friend, remember?
And yes, Alex Fletcher is a friend of mine, and he would be a friend of yours too if you tried at all. Just kidding. He's a friend of the show, I would say. He's not a friend of you personally, perhaps, but he's a friend of the show. He's friendly to our show.
So
And he's in our group, and he's active in our group, and he's a listener, and he's a cool dude. And I like their pedals, so buy them and get that fuzz for free because it's really cool.
I don't feel like I get what you're saying. I think there's like varying degrees of like if somebody like I don't begrudge anyone who will buy something for a good deal and then resell it if the only reason they got like if they just got that good deal because they were opportunistic, you know.
I have no problem with selling something for more than you paid for it.
That's what flipping is.
But not necessarily. I mean, so that's like the basic of it, right? I struggle internally with the idea of intentionally, like, I don't know, like using that opportunity as a way just to make money, like doing it with the sole intention of making money. Like
But that's like what a lot of people, like somebody who freaking has a taco truck, like he's buying meat and taco shells and stuff, and then
but you're doing something with it.
Flipping
He's
meat.
not just like buying tortillas for cheap and then selling individual tortillas for more.
Yeah, but he's using like like I have, you know, I bring something different to the table. It's not ability to make tacos. It's I'm willing to list this on Reverb and you're not, and so I'm going to get more money for it. You know.
Yeah,
Right.
Aaron.
I'm not saying it's wrong or that I have a problem.
No,
with it.
and I'm not
saying that
because
like,
I feel conflicted. I mean, I bought the same guitar from somebody twice, and he bought it back from me, and he paid more than either of the times I bought it from him. Like, you think I don't feel conflicted about these decisions
Here's why,
I've
because
made?
every time I do it, every time it happens, I always feel like I pulled a fast one, kind of.
I screwed Phil out of a memory toy, and now we're on our 100 and something episode of a podcast.
Dude,
together.
I
conned me
didn't
into
send
doing
him
a
a pedal
podcast
for
with him.
over a week.
I
just
met his
so I could
child.
get $20 out of it. You think I felt good about that? I
What?
didn't feel good about taking that $20 from Cole for not
Oh, yeah.
sending Phil's pedal.
And then I had to give Phil $20 too for something else. There was some arrangement that ended up with me being down $40 and you each.
It was a bet. It was a bet, right? What were you
What
betting
was it?
on?
So I said I'm not going to send it. You said I'll give you $20 if you don't, and then
No.
you guys had a side bet about
No,
when
what
I
it
would
was,
send it.
what it was I had somewhere in this long, like Phil at the time he had just gotten a new job, and so me and Aaron were always on Facebook Messenger all day and just talking about whatever. And Phil would jump in at the end of the day and say, "Hey, I can't read everything, and so catch me up."
What did I miss? Yeah.
So at one point in the middle of this huge long conversation, I said, "Hey, Phil, if you see this, I'll give you $20," just kind of as a joke.
Yes.
But because I thought there was such a small chance, and then like right after that, I see Phil has read this message, and I was like, "Oh crap!" And you didn't bring it up right then, but then a couple hours later, you were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you owe me $20," and I was like, "Ah!" and
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, I had to. At that point, like you can't back out at that point, you know, even just for the story.
Guys, I want to talk about one more piece of thing that
Nobody cares what you want to talk
one
about.
more thing,
One more
that
piece
dropped
of thing.
this weekend, and that is this new amp from Boss. Have you guys seen this? The
From
Boss
Roland,
Next
you mean?
Tone. I don't mean from Roland. I mean from Boss,
Okay.
which is a division of Boss Roland.
Who's the dude that may or may not listen that works for Boss?
That's Roland that you're thinking of. That's your Russian friend that sold you those mono cases.
I would imagine that
He
you're
does
probably
not
thinking
listen.
of Matt Knight from the Guitar Nerds
yeah,
podcast.
Matt
but-
Knight.
Matt Knight. Hey, Matt Knight.
Hey, Matt, you're welcome for this spike in listeners you're gonna get.
Or whatever.
Whatever.
Have you guys ever heard of this Guitar Nerds
Bloody
podcast?
hell.
What do you think this is? Guitar Nerds?
Oh, good for
So-
you.
So here's what the Boss Next Tone amp is, and I feel like it's like a step up from the Katana.
Okay.
The Katana. There's
Katana.
two of them. So there's the Boss Next Tone Stage, and then there's the Boss Next Tone Artist.
That was the same terminology they used for the blues cubes.
Is it?
For what it's worth, yeah.
Both of which, it may be like a new version. Both
Probably
of
is.
which are 112 combos. The Stage is 40 watt. The Artist is 80 watts.
That's how the blues cubes were too.
Son of a... so here's the thing. So it has what they're calling Next Tone technology,
Next tone.
which
How does that relate to octatone technology?
I have no idea. So let me tell you what it has. Is it has 4
It's next to that.
different power amp sections, which are Class AB, analog, all analog, Class AB.
Of course.
So it's not digital. It's all analog.
Right. Of course it is.
It's
But it's
analog
not
heart.
tubes. So it has
Class
4
AB.
switchable quote-unquote tube types. You can choose 6V6, 6L6, EL84, EL34. Right, so 4 different power amps you can choose from. Each one has a clean and a lead channel. And then you can like go on and mess with like tube bias, tone stack, etc., etc.
Tube bias
bias?
Funke?
Tube bias.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, two bias.
But it looks cool, and I think, and it sounds really good. So it's kind of like a almost like a simplified.
Oh, and it does have tube logic technology, which
Tube
is
logic is what I was trying to think of. Yes.
Yeah, that's what the blues cubes had too.
So it is then like a
So it's just a
Boss branded, like a new version of the Blues Cube.
Wasn't the blue? Oh, the blues cube was Roland.
Because it was
branded, that's
Roland, right? Or was it Boss?
No, it was Roland. I think
It was
you're right.
Roland.
Because the Roland Blues Cube, there was a version back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So this does look cool. And I actually
So it's
had
like a new Blues Cube, but it looks cool and it sounds good.
The
you
weird
had-
thing. Okay, Phil,
Yes.
you haven't read anything about these amps.
No, nothing.
So one's called the Next Tone Stage and one's called the Next Tone Artist. And the difference is
Okay.
that one of them is 40 watts and one is 60 watts.
Of
80
course.
watts.
80 watts.
40, 80, got it.
What?
Yeah.
So one's called Stage and one's called Artist. Which one do you think is the bigger one? Just go with your
Stage?
gut. Don't think because of how I'm asking
Right,
the question.
Stage.
that it's
I
probably
agree.
up.
But it's not. It's the artist.
Yeah. It's such a weird. That's how the Blues Cube was too. But it's it's quite a bit cheaper.
Working Muso?
Yeah. And they actually, so the Blues Cube, I was like way into it, and I bought one when they were pretty new. And then they came out with one called the Blues Cube Hot, which was 15 watts or 30 watts. It was basically like a Blues Cube. It was meant to like rival the Blues Cube. You know, it was a much
Blues
smaller
Junior.
enclosure and stuff like that. Or Blues Junior.
Yeah, okay.
But they were still pretty expensive. So like the Blues Cube Artist is, let's see here, $950.
Really?
Yeah. And
So the Next Tone Artist is $699. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that's cool is it does have like power scaling too, so you can drop it down to max power, half power, or like 0.5 watts of power.
Yeah. And that's how the Blues Cube, so like looking at this, all of those features are the same from the Blues Cube.
And
the
it has
power
delay
control,
and reverb.
the power amp selected didn't have that. These also have delay and reverb, which is kind of cool. Or is that a digital? I mean, the reverb's obviously digital, but
I'm assuming the delay is also digital.
it must be. Oh yeah, and it has a little tap button you can tap.
Yeah.
But you can probably use a foot switch for that too.
Tap it in. Tap
But it's cool. It feels like a good like middle ground between like someone who doesn't want all the features of the Katana, but wants something that's like flexible in similar ways.
It's a lot more expensive than the Katana to be
Well, that's
fair.
true. But it
So
also
it's-
is doing that tube. What is it? Tube Logic,
Tube Logic, yeah.
which I assume
which
has
I
more
did
going
like.
on
I mean,
than-
I liked the way it
whereas the
sounded.
Katana is like digital modeling basically, and this is all analog. So
Yeah, the Katana is like purely digital,
yeah,
and this is I'm guessing it probably has like a dry signal through, and then like an analog dry signal through,
Yeah.
and delay and reverb are digital.
And it has USB, so you can use it like into your DAW and do. I think it says you can do wet dry recording, so you can do split the signal both ways. So you're probably right that it does keep the dry if it's doing that.
Can you use it as a recording? Yeah, that must be what that was.
It says
for,
that on there.
The Blues Cube.
Yeah, wet dry recording into your DAW. Nothing kills a high like recording a great take and finding out the tone doesn't work for the song.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Oh, so it says you can record both your amp tone and your direct tone simultaneously.
It's kind of cool.
And then if it doesn't work, so then if you don't like it, then you can take your direct tone and run it back through the amp and like change the voicing on it. That's really cool.
It's
so you can
30
use
pounds.
It after. 30 pounds, it's way cheaper in the UK than it is here.
Ooh, it has a standard IEC cable too for power, so that's good.
IEC for what kind of power? Electric power?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I should have specified. Electric power.
How many volts?
For electricity. It's probably a switching power supply, so it's probably 110 to 240.
Dude, did you know that Ampere was a person?
Yeah.
What?
Isn't that weird?
Frederic Ampere.
Yeah, the Ampere is named after a person.
Can't remember what his name is.
Like it's someone's
though.
name.
Yeah. What's his name?
Ampere.
But like, Andre Marie Ampere.
Andre Marie
Ampere.
He's French, guys.
Yeah.
It's wild. I'm kind of into that amp though. Like I probably won't buy one, but it caught my attention.
I wonder.
Did it now?
Now I'm gonna want to dig into like the exact differences because I really, like I said, I really liked the Blues Cube, but it kind of, I don't know. One thing I liked about it is that it was so light. The Blues
30
Cube,
pounds
I
is
thought
not
was
super
even,
light.
What's that?
30 pounds is not especially light. So that's not happening. I mean, it's lighter than a lot of.
It's lighter than most. Like the Deluxe Reverb's 40 pounds, and AC-15s are like 45.
That's true.
It feels light for how big it is. Not in a bad way. It's not as light as a Katana, but it's.
Yeah, I guess for a 112 combo, that's pretty light.
It's noticeably light.
My Classic 30 is crazy heavy.
And the power scaling is nice. It seemed like it didn't translate as well to a band setting.
The power scaling? Or the amp itself?
Or just the amp in general for some reason.
Interesting.
I only used it a few times with my band, but it didn't seem like it. That's just one of the things I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Blues Cube has reverb and tremolo. It's kind of cool.
Oh, interesting. Which kind of makes sense. Like that's like the classic setup, right?
Exactly.
So, but people seem. Delay makes more sense, I think, now.
Yeah, it's more usable. It just isn't like I never use the tremolo on any of the amps I have.
Yeah, I played a set the other day and I used the. Oh God. Help me,
Aaron.
What is it? I was praying, dude. You can't. I'm not allowed to pray on the podcast anymore.
Anymore.
We used to pray all the time, dude. Now we can't pray all of a sudden.
Dude, I feel like you've like. I
First
feel like
20
you're not
episodes,
taking.
all we did was pray.
You're just not taking
I
Jesus
feel
serious.
like you're just kind of not taking the Lord seriously right now.
Oh man, you're fixing for a crumpling.
What I'm thinking of is the parabola, tremolo. And I had it kind of at a low setting, and it was really cool, adding some kind of texture. Dude, I gotta say, I had my telly on the bridge pickup all night, running through basically no drive. Well, no drive pedals. I had a Solid Gold boost, which is like a really clean kind of bassy boost, into the dirty channel of the PV Classic 30, and it sounded so good. Like legitimately, I have not been happier with my sound in a long time.
Have you ever changed the pickups in that
So
guitar?
Not since I got those ones from you. So it's not the
So it
ones
has-
that you have the
it has
Twang
Twang
Kings in it.
Kings.
Yeah. Yes.
And
which
those
I like
are
a
very
lot.
like traditional.
Yeah, they're kind of low.
Yeah, pretty low output.
Like they're not as low output as my Jazzmaster, because I notice a volume difference when I plug those two
but
in.
they're
But
lower
it's like
output
way
than-
quieter tthan like a traditional humbucker or something,
Yeah, or then like
or
a
even like a
Texas
modern,
Special, or a lot of
Yeah,
the more
yeah.
modern tele pickups.
Yeah, which I like, because then you get. I mean, there's benefits to both, I think, but
That's
I like
how
the low
the
output.
telly that I got, that matching headstock one.
oh yeah,
It has like traditional. I can't remember what they're called. There's some Fender custom shop pickup, but they're
like the
a more
52s or
traditional
something.
sound than like the standards have. I think they still have these now, but it's like a twisted telly in the neck and some broadcaster in the bridge or something like that. But I like that because my Jazzcaster thing has Texas Specials in it, which are pretty hot. And yeah, they're both good for stuff, but I do kind of like the lower output pickups.
Which I don't know, like it makes a whole lot of sense to have low output pickups and then have an always on boost. It's like,
I don't know.
I mean, it's
Okay,
doing
can
different
I,
things.
Can I
but-
ask you guys something?
Yes,
No.
I'm talking about electrical output here.
Okay. Cool. But I got a question.
All right, let's hear it.
So there's a dude selling. Maybe it's a lady. There's
Maybe it's
a person.
lady dude.
Maybe she identifies as a lady person. Maybe.
Anyway, carry on.
Okay. The point is, this person is selling on my local Craigslist. It's a Kingston Swinger short scale guitar made in Japan, 1960s.
Okay.
It looks super sick. It's one of those ones with the aluminum pick guard, which I'm not particularly into, but these pickups look freaking awesome.
Okay.
Okay. There's a lot of pictures. Looks like it's in good shape. Okay. The dude is asking on Craigslist $100. So I'm like, okay. A functioning guitar for $100.
Just real quick, be careful if you're Googling Kingston Swinger. Because the first link that comes up is Adult Friend Finder.
I did not Google it. But what I did do is I instantly went on Reverb to try and find out, like, okay, what are some comparable prices? And what I found is the only listing for this particular guitar happens to be the exact same guitar, because the dude it's all the exact same pictures.
Yeah.
Now, here's where the plot thickens. On Reverb, it has been on here it says listed 7 months ago. Okay? And he's got it on Reverb, he's got it for $179.99 plus $50 shipping. Okay, so way higher than he has it on Craigslist. But he's been wanting to sell it for 7 months. So I'm wondering if I can ask for lower than 100.
You can ask for anything, Phil.
I mean, okay. So how much lower should I ask?
I'd ask if he'll take 60.
Really? Okay, I'm going to do it right now because he responded to me when I asked him. I said, does it come with a trem arm?
You miss
how are the
100% of the
frets?
shots you don't take, Phil.
Okay. But here's
Gretzky,
the trick
Scott.
is, like,
Cold Duke.
should I say, will you take 60, question mark, or should I say, I can do 60, period?
No, don't say you can do 60. I don't, because I don't like. This is where my morality fights against my desire to flip things. Like,
Okay, well,
if
tell
I
me what
just
your
say-
morality says and tell me what
if
your...
I just say, "Will you take 60?"
flip
I
stink.
never say like, "Oh, this is the most I can do."
No,
just
I'm
say,
not
like,
saying this is the most I can do.
I know, but that's like what you're implying by saying I can do 60. You know, I would just
No.
say, "Will you
I can
take
do 60. I can do 40. I can do 80.
Yeah,
I can do
but
60.
Just say,
What should I say?
I'd like to pay you $60 for that guitar. Just message him and say, would you take 60?
Just say,
Would you take? I think
It would be my
then it's
pleasure.
in his
Honestly,
ball court.
like you're talking
You
about,
got to put it in his ball court.
I don't know.
It would
Maybe
be my
I've
pleasure.
Maybe I've
Could be
softened
my
in my
pleasure.
old age, but like for $100, like I'd probably just give him $100. I don't know. I mean, one thing
Let
is
me
you
ask
don't
you
know
this.
how long it's been on Craigslist.
Do you want that guitar?
I'm having a hard time hearing both of you right now.
Yeah.
Do you want the
Kinda
guitar, or are
robotic.
you trying to flip it?
Aaron,
Aaron's roboting hard. Can you hear me at all?
I can hear you totally fine.
I
Can you hear me
like. I kind of.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
I-
there's Aaron.
Can you hear me now?
Did you turn off your BitTorrent or something?
Can you hear me now?
Okay,
Um,
cool. What should I say?
Let me ask you. I have a question for you before you do that.
Okay.
Do you want the guitar?
In my heart, I believe I do.
Why?
Because it looks sick, and if it sounds as cool as it looks, then I want it.
It won't. I mean, we all like obviously
No, we don't know that. This
It's
could be the
gonna
one.
sound like-
This could be my white
absolutely
whale.
do. No, this guitar that nobody in the universe has ever heard of, and that's been on Reverb for 7 months at $179. Like,
No. First of all, you've heard of them, and it's like it.
I legitimately
So
haven't.
if you're
and I'm
trying-
not
If
gonna
you
Google
look
it now,
I
have
have
you looked
not
at the
either.
picture yet?
I think it looks hideous, personally.
Dang it,
I
now
kind of
gotta-
hate those guitars, though. Like all that style of guitar. Like I know a lot of you people are into it, but
Oh, it looks like a Tisco.
it
Yes,
is.
and he says he
Oh,
thinks that it
that's
is
ugly as
because that company
balls.
was like
Wait,
throwing
which
out
one is
guitars
it
like
though?
crazy
Is it
in
the one
60s.
that's kind of like offset, or is it the one that's kind of like cut up?
It's not the super weird looking one. Like there are some that are like extremely.
The one that's
Does
like
it
an
have, like, a
extreme double cut
Jazzmaster?
with like the arm cut in the back.
It does have a Jazzmaster type trem.
tremolo. Does it have like the chunk cut out of the back of it, the bottom lower bout?
I think he's saying
No.
it's not that one.
It's definitely closer to a Strat body.
I mean,
style.
what are the chances that that is a decent playing guitar? 0, right?
Yes, because it's a '60s guitar for $100. It's not.
That's
gonna
a
be
piece
good
of garbage.
guitar.
Yeah, like there's literally 0 chance that it plays well.
The only thing it has going for it is that it's old.
Yeah, but like, so are you, Phil. But
But that's what
You
I'm
don't see
saying.
me.
Like, if it's $100, then you're purely buying the age of it at that point. Like I would not expect it to play good.
oh, is this like your birth year guitar? Is that why you want to get it?
plays
Just
well.
the year you graduated from high school.
Plays well and has a very nice sound.
Oh, this
That's
guy's
what
trying to sell it. Says it plays well. What else does he say? Does he say it's his favorite guitar and he can't imagine parting with it, but he just has to?
No, he doesn't say that.
Does he
Okay.
say he's thinning the herd?
No,
Yeah.
he doesn't say that either.
Yeah, my wife just tells me I got to sell a few things.
I don't want to sell it, but I just got a brand new USA Strat, and this something has to go.
Okay, Phil, you just talked yourself out of buying a very cool guitar pedal and getting another one for free, and yet you want to spend $100 on a crappy guitar. Like, there's
No, I don't want to spend $100. That's the point.
I wouldn't
But
spend
you-
any dollars.
I
on
wouldn't
that.
spend any money because it's a guitar, and then you're gonna have this guitar around.
Because let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to buy it for $60, then you're going to realize it sucks, and you're going to try to sell it for $100, and it's going to take you forever,
Yeah,
and it's not going to happen.
it's gonna take you 7 months, and then you're gonna sell it for $60.
Because
and
if
it
you
will
don't
just
want
been
it for
sitting in
that
your
price,
house.
and it's been there for 7 months, no one else obviously wants it either.
That's the thing is like if you didn't get to it right when it was listed, because he's probably listed it 20 different times on Craigslist. Like,
Well, it's been
it's
on
not a
Reverb
good
for 7
deal
months.
unless you got it right when it was listed and you get there and the guy says, "Hey, I'm glad you came and got this because I got 20 other texts about it in the time you were driving here."
Okay, I will say there's a gold one that looks pretty freaking dope.
What color is this one? Yeah, the gold one does look good. Phil,
Is it the black and red sunburst
did he
one?
leave to go pick up the guitar? Is that why?
It's black and red.
He's so mad that we hate this.
I know, but like Phil,
trash.
this is just like that broken amp that you want. Like, you have no spare. You barely have the time to record this podcast.
So
That's like,
what does that have to do with anything?
What are you gonna do with this guitar?
what are you going to do with this guitar? You're buying a project.
Maybe it's awesome.
It's not. There's,
You know what?
but no, like, what do you know? What information do you have that all of these, that all these people who have been able to see this guitar for 7 months on Reverb don't know? Because if it was awesome, it's certainly worth $170, and I'm sure he's turned down plenty of lowball offers on Reverb. So, like, what do you know that they don't? It's the same argument for why you shouldn't have bought that amp, because if nobody else wants it, then you shouldn't either. And I know that's what everyone told my wife when we got engaged, and they were like, if nobody else wants them, why do you? But this is different.
I think if
I'm
you want to
sorry,
buy it,
Phil.
you should buy it.
I'm
And
not going to let you
just-
be like Aaron's, record store cousin or whatever it is.
No, here's what you do. You just buy your son one less Christmas present. Or two. Whatever. And buy
One
this
less-
guitar for
oh,
yourself.
I thought you said one last Christmas.
One fewer. One fewer.
Yeah.
One or two fewer.
No, his Christmas presents are
Just buy him
continuum.
nine fewer.
They're not
Christmas
quantized
presents.
in any way.
Just spend less money on him and your wife and buy this guitar for yourself. You deserve it. You've earned it. You've worked
No,
hard.
Phil, you deserve better than this.
That's true.
You deserve a guitar that's actually fun to play because it doesn't suck a butthole.
Wait, how much did you say it's listed for on Reverb? $179?
$179.99.
Is it this one that's like
$50
in,
shipping?
a little crappy case?
The crappy case, yes.
Ugh.
Hey, listen. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
41%.
Yeah, and sometimes the beholder is dumb.
41%.
Oh, he
Price
is-
drop.
He is not happy with my offer.
What do you say?
I'm good, thanks.
I mean, that's not a bad response.
No.
You know what
I mean,
that
that's the
response
thing
is?
is like, you
His
could just
response
say
is,
like,
I'm
okay,
not
I'll give
gonna
you
hassle
100.
with you because clearly you don't want to pay what I want to give you, what I want for it.
But also, I don't want to burn this bridge because I really want to sell it. There's also that.
No. Like,
I
He
think
wants to
he's
sell it.
fine with burning that bridge.
he doesn't want to sell it to you. That's not a bridge. That's not a bridge worth keeping. Some dude lowballing him.
Your $60 bridge. It's not worth it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thanksgiving right now.
It is.
And this is what we're talking about.
Do you know what Phil's thankful for? Is friends who keep him from making bad decisions or try to keep him from making bad decisions.
You didn't.
You said I can do 60.
Yeah.
We told you not to say that.
Dork.
Do you have the trim arm? How are the frets? No trim arm
Yeah.
yet. Frets. No trim arm, comma. There's no comma. I'm correcting it. No trim
Where are you
arm yet.
posting
Frets
this?
in very
Oh,
nice
the
shape.
Messenger?
Only very slight string marks on first view. No ruts at all, however. I can do 60. I'm
Yep.
good.
No thanks.
No. Thanks, I'm good.
Yep.
You're lucky he didn't stab you in the chest.
Wow.
I like how he said no trim arm. Yeah, the frets are in very nice shape, but when I read it, it was no trim arm yet.
Yeah, that's how I read
It's
it
like
too.
I know.
No
It's like,
trim
what,
arm
you,
yet.
You plan on getting one?
I know it's like 50-something years old, but
You
I'm
just
working
order
on
one
the
from
trim arm.
Amazon? Oh, this guitar that no one's ever heard of? Yeah, I'm working on getting a trim arm for it.
I don't like that pick guard.
I don't like anything about that guitar.
If there
pickups-
is any one aspect of this guitar that you are not in love with, you should not even be texting that guy. Guitars,
Also, it
maybe it's
says, it
because
says right on it, the electronics are a little scratchy, yet this clears up with playing, and everything works and plays very well for a 50-plus-year-old guitar. That means it does not play well.
I can fix that.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
you're gonna
You're gonna
You're
fix
gonna
the
do
way
a-
it plays?
Little contact cleaner.
That's not going to change the way the guitar plays.
Yeah, you just put some contact cleaner on the frets. You know, put some in the tuners.
You're nuts.
Put some on the nut. Yeah, anywhere.
I hope you do buy this guitar now.
I hope you do. And I hope it's the greatest guitar ever, Phil. I want to be wrong about this, but the thing is, I'm not. That's the thing. It's really ugly.
No, it's cool.
Maybe it's because I've had so many, like in that
I want to see
time
what
when I
else
was
this dude
flipping.
has for sale.
In a period of less than 2 years, I went through 100 guitars.
Damn.
And
Dude, instead, buy this vintage Lindell Deluxe Soprano ukulele from him.
No.
Okay. I bet you could get that for $60.
like,
But I don't want a ukulele.
I guess I just got tired of like, I don't want another crappy guitar, especially a guitar that nobody else wants. Like nobody else in the universe wants this guitar. You are not going to keep this guitar forever. Do you feel like this is going to be your one and only guitar and it'll be a lifetime guitar for you?
What if it's awesome?
It's
What
not.
if I love the way
I
it sounds?
asked you a question and I want an answer.
And I don't know because I have not.
If it's awesome
it
and
in
you
my
love the
arms.
way it sounds, you would pay $179 for it.
Exactly. But it's not going to be that. And then you're going to sell it. And do you know what's going to happen when you sell it? You're going to list it for $179, and then 8 months later, you're going to list it for $100, and some freaking a-hole is going to text you and say, I can do 60. And you're going to say, screw you, pal. See if he'll take 80, Phil. Say like, oh, I just found a $20 bill in my couch cushions.
Say, I talked to my wife, and she said we can do 80.
That's the best. And then when you
I'm
need
gonna
to
say
back
wives.
out, it's like, oh
talked
crap,
to
I forgot I have a funeral today.
I talked to the ladies, and
I'm gonna
I
say
have to
wives.
speak at.
say the ladies.
I talked to my wife.
The ladies.
I talked to my husbands.
My wives.
Okay,
I
literally.
talked to the
Seriously?
throuple, and
Are you hate speeching me, Phil?
What? No. No.
Okay, you better not be.
You guys are my wives. My husband wives. What?
brother
Okay.
wives.
Brother
Don't
wife.
text that
we've
man
established.
anymore, Phil.
Wait. You said 80.
Leave that man alone.
No, I was joking because it was at the end of my whole diatribe that I went on. Do you go on a diatribe?
You had a triad tribe.
I'm going to do it, though.
You should do that, and we'll let you know.
You have to
folks.
meet this person in life. That's the best case scenario.
Guys,
Is it this-
we'll let listeners. We'll let you know how this drama unfolds on the next episode of the Gear Slum.
Let's get ready for the next episode.
I have one thing to say to you on this Thanksgiving Day.
Okay.
Thanks for friendship.
I am thankful for friendship.
Thanks for friendship.